All right, what's good? It's your boy Aaron Tolan. We are back once again, man. Click like, click subscribe. Today has been content day. This is probably the most content I'm gonna give y'all probably ever. Excuse the t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? It got a little hot in here as I was moving things around. So as promised, I'm gonna give you the top 10 purchases that I've made this year between 2024 and 2025. And I'm gonna just get right into it because we got a long day. So first and foremost, this was the first pair that I think officially kicked off my 2024 season. The Air Jordan Fear 4. Shout out to Chicago Emporium for these, man. I had wanted these since they came out. And again, like I had on my other video, couldn't get them when they dropped. So I was happy to have them back. Moving forward, second pair, which would be the second pair that I have of this pair, would be the Jordan 3 Black Cement Reimagined, which basically has a better cut, better leather for sure, even though it looks older, but definitely more sturdy. So yeah, I got the 2016 pair, still in the box, still look brand new, so we getting it. And without further ado, this was a double up. The Jordan 5 Metallic Reimagined. So yeah, first time actually really doubling up on the shoe during the time of their release. But yeah, I was gonna actually flip these once they came through. Shout out to JD Sports and shout out to DTLR. This pair was DTLR, this pair was JD Sports. Was gonna try to flip this pair, but just yeah, decided to keep it. So we got one for black laces, one for white laces when the weather breaks officially. You know what I'm saying? So keeping it moving, we are on number 3. All right, let me see. I gotta pay homage to this pair actually too, because this was a pair that I wanted around that same time these had released. So I'm gonna go ahead and put number 4 as the Jordan 14 OG red or black toe. Sorry, red toe. Yeah, the black toe. I never liked 14s like that when these came out, and then I copped the reverse Ferraris, and then after that I was pretty much hooked. Or the black Ferraris, excuse me. Yeah, but these are just a dope shoe, dope colorway, very comfortable. You don't need force fields in these. Pretty fire. Copped these from Foot Locker after release when they were all sold out, which was a good thing. Got them in a size 8 though. Okay, we are moving. I need to put these back in the box. All right. Sorry, y'all, technical difficulties, but giving y'all the top 10s. So we got 6 more to go. Okay, yeah, I'll go with this pair right here. This one was on the radar for sure, just off the strength of the colorway and the old school design. Yes, the Air Jordan 1 black toe. Yeah, this is a fire shoe, man. For those who didn't cop the Lost and Founds, I think this is a good way to kind of still have that OG Chicago feel. Very stiff leather too at the top, man. Very stiff. Like, I think I got force fields in these. I do. You don't need them. Trust me. These are very tight. All right, so what number are we on? 5? Yeah, I may not be able to get all these in, actually. No, we're on number 6, so there's 4 left. Okay, so who makes the cut? Yeah, there's a few that didn't make the cut, actually. So I'm gonna just put the ones that do make the cut over here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. We probably put some honorable mentions in here, but yeah, since they announced these, yeah, this was like probably the one pair that I wanted the most this year. I did the most searching for these, looking all over, kind of comparing prices or whatever. Again, pissed off at the Varsity Red friends and family, but yeah, that was a trash move. But knowing Nike, man, we'll probably get some more colorways. Probably get these in all black, you know, all white. We'll see some colorways coming, I'm sure. But yeah, this pair right here was one I could not wait to get my hands on. And shout out to Sniper Kicks for these. Because, yeah, great pickup, man. And also the last pair, shout out to DTLR. Yeah, I'm going to do that pair last. I'm trying to think between the two. It's kind of a toss-up, but yeah, I would have to go with this pair. Again, shout out to Sneaker Hustle, the squad. I love how they do business, man, and I love how they setup is. Again, if you look on Sneaker Hustle site and you see a pair of shoes in your size, cop them, because they come and go like that. It's like the perfect setup they got out there. But anyway, this pair right here, I think is, yeah, another dope pickup for this year. The Jordan 1 Union Chicago Shadow. Never owned a pair of Unions, never had them, but I always liked, you know, the uniqueness of the shoe. But this one, Sneaker Hustle, man, shout out to them. Yeah, I had to cop these because they were just at a decent price, and they had them in my size, man. And then, of course, we had the whole male mix-up, which you can watch the story to learn about that one. But anyway, we're moving forward. So we literally have, I think we're at 8. So we got 2 more left. Now, yeah, it's kind of a toss-up between this one. And I guess say some honorable mentions. I'm going to give y'all the honorable mentions before I give y'all number 10. So the honorable mention, this is actually my first pair from Sneaker Hustle. These are honorable mentions, so we only got 2 left. But this is actually my first pair from Sneaker Hustle, which is the Amon Manir 4 Violet Ore bars. Yeah, I wore these for the first time for my birthday weekend. This shoe, I wanted this shoe just as bad as I wanted the 14s and the SBs. I just like this colorway. I like this style, man. And then I was able to cop a pair from Sneaker Hustle, man. And I like them. So that's a good honorable mention right there. I'd say my other honorable mention would be, yeah, I'll put that to the side. My other honorable mention would be the Amon Manir While You Were Sleeping Jordan 3. Again, shout out to my boy Ness1 on Instagram, because he just takes amazing shots of his shoes, man. And that's what kind of, I did think these were cool, but I wanted the floors more. And these initially were a pass. And then shout out to Unique Detroit, because they had these in my size. And every time I went in there, they had them. So I just said, all right, and we'll just go ahead and pull the trigger on them, man. But these are definitely a comfortable shoe. Very rugged shoe in terms of the suede stability as well as the durability of the shoe. Like, it's comfortable, but it handles the elements. I would say this probably handles it better than the actual Cement 3, real talk. So that's honorable mention number 2. Set that to the side. Another honorable mention, which really doesn't get as much love as I think it should, is the Air Jordan 3 Lucky Shorts. Yeah, Carolina colorway. Just realizing I got another honorable mention that I didn't, and I'm not about to go downstairs and grab it. But the Jordan 11 Legend Blue was definitely an honorable mention this year. Definitely should have been in the rotation as in my top 10 pickups, but it's downstairs. The story's in my thing. Y'all can look at that whenever y'all want to, man. I'm not about to go down there and get it. But I just think this shoe was very slept on. But I think when the summer hits and people start putting their fits together with these, they're going to regret passing on them, man. Trust me. I copped these on site, man. Shout out to Fine Line 1721 for these. So, let's see. We are moving along. Another honorable mention. This was another pass that I was going to pretty much be done with, because I'm not really a fan of 9s like that. But this pair, the Cool Gray Jordan 9, I had to cop these from Foot Locker, also in the size 8. These are very uncomfortable because of that, getting the shoe on and taking them off. But I'm gonna try to keep wearing them and let my feet get adjusted, or get them adjusted to my feet. But still a clean shoe, still clean colorway. This will probably be my last Jordan 9. Yeah. But anyway, cop these from Foot Locker. And in the same manner that I copped the 14s, because they were all sold out everywhere. All right. Last honorable mention, which really should have been in the rotation, but anyway, I just dropped this video today. This pair, shout out to the liquor store, or liquor, SB, out in San Bernardino. The Amon Manier Jordan 3 Diffused Blue. Yeah, this is a clean shoe, man. It kind of takes me back to the actual True Blues. And then they just went on ahead and diffused it, which, you know, makes it more, this would probably be like spring colorway. It just has that vibe to it, man. But very comfortable shoe from what I'm hearing, because I ain't put them on yet. But I can tell Amon Manier's 3 while you were sleeping is very comfortable. So they say this whole inside is quilted. I'm actually looking at it, but they say this thing is like walking on plush carpet. So I can't wait to try these on, but just got these in today. Yeah, there's a whole video about that too. All right, so now as we get into our final 2 shoes of the year, or 2004, 2005, and what I say, these are sneakers of the year, possibly. If I had to go, I'd say it's the 3 out of these, man. But yes, this pair right here, man. And of course, I never told this story, bro, but I'll tell it in a second. So this shoe right here is one. We got the Nike Foamposite Galaxies. Yeah, so got these from Kicks Crew. Shout out to them. That's my first time ever doing business with Kicks Crew. But yeah, this pair right here, what the weird thing was, when they dropped the first time, I wasn't into Foamposites. And then it wasn't until I copped the Chuck Posit that got me into actual Foamposites. Then when I bought the maroon, that was when I was hooked, man. These are very sturdy shoes. They're gonna last a very long time as long as you keep them up to par. Keep them on deck and up to par. Sorry, got my other Foamposites in the back there with Jesus and my son on top. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the weird thing about this story was the day these dropped on Sneakers app, I was in a car and I had the Sneakers app queued up and I was raffling for them. The lady in the back seat, this is the illest story ever. Her name was Nicole. I'll never forget this lady. She was in the back seat on her phone playing a game. And so when it ended, I'm going to just set these up here. Matter of fact, I'll put them in the back since they making the top 2. So she's playing on her phone. When we got to the actual facility, she said, "Did you get your shoes?" And I was like, "Oh, you saw that?" She was like, "No, I felt it." I was like, Yeah, she's spiritually gifted, y'all. She was like, "No, I could feel that on you." She was like, "I could read your aura." And she was like, she could hear me raffling for them shoes, and she asked me. So yeah, so those are the Nicole Galaxy Foamposites, man. I'll never forget that lady, bro. That was like the coolest thing ever. But anyway, I would say this might be number 2 compared to this one. So this is the last one, and I do think this might qualify as sneaker of the year. Not just because everybody is saying it, but just because of the overall presentation, feel, just the whole look of it. And I had to say, like, again, this was initially a pass. You know, not because not because of the whole thing behind it. It was just like, geez. Not because of everything that was associated with it, but just, you know, for me, it was like the colorway. I was like, even though red is my favorite color, I was just like, I don't know what I would rock those with. And again, one shout out to Soul Priorities for the hookup. But shout out to Shoe Trap in Warren, which is up the way from me. They actually had a pair on reserve for a guy. He was coming to pick them up, so I was able to actually look at them and see them up close. And I was just like, yeah, the overall presentation of this shoe is fire, man. And actually, I never got to say this, and there was another person that said it before, but I think that the Wet Cement 4 was the inspiration that led to these. Same design, same hookup, and now I'm kind of regretting not getting the Wet Cement, but I'm still kind of alright about that. But yeah, this shoe overall is fire. I have not swapped out the laces yet because I'm waiting till the weather officially breaks. But this shoe right here, man, definitely could win sneaker of the year, and I could totally see why. Um, and of course, I think the SB, which was my probably most sought after shoe this year, I think the one that I pursued the hardest, still has to probably take a back seat to this one, man, because this is just like monochromatic and mostly monochromatic, but just dope. And again, I wish they had done all of the colorways for his initial signature shoe in the Jordan 4 silhouette with this on the back of them. It'd have been a problem. It would have absolutely been a problem, man. But I would have to say that this is probably my number one pick of the 2024, 2025 sneaker barrage that we've been getting from Nike. So anyway, y'all know what it is. It's your boy Aaron Tolan. I think I got one more video to give y'all, and that's it. Holla at your boy. One.